300 comics. Advertised as $100, got them down to $90. Now recently I answered an ad on OfferUp. Someone was selling 300 comics for $100. And I was a little hesitant at first whether to buy them or not, but I saw a particular comic on the top of the pile that made me consider things. So I reached out to the guy. I went, met him on Monday, I believe. Yes, Monday, so yesterday. I met him, looked through the comics, and after about 10-15 seconds looking through it, I saw a comic that stood out to me. And after that point, I pretty much said, like, alright, I'm gonna ask for these comics, but I'm gonna try to go down a little bit. I was originally gonna ask $80, but I decided to go for $90 and be a little gracious. The guy had told me he got the majority of the comics free from a friend and somewhere his old collection. The majority of them were early 90s, late 80s comics, so there wasn't going to be anything recent, thankfully. So now I'm going to show you some of the highlights and why this was a good deal. So personally for me, there were some comics in there that stood out for my own personal reasons. I collect a lot of Quantum and Woody, especially the older series, and surprisingly, this guy had a lot of Quantum and Woody. So I might be able to fill in quite a bit of my collection. So that I was happy about. You know, these are a little harder to find. Another thing I saw that was really good is that he had a lot of the older Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles comics. The ones that are in black and white by Peter Eastman, or... honestly, I don't know the writers' names. I know it's Eastman and Laird's, but I can't remember their names. I can't remember, it's Peter Eastman and Peter Laird, or... no, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. There we go. But yeah, they had a few of them. They're worth a few bucks, but either way, they're hard to find, so... and the majority of the comics are in good condition. It was a $300 comic lot. I talked them down to $90, and I did the math, and that came out to 30 cents per comic. Now, for me to make back my money, I just have to have one comic worth more than $90. Now, I was looking through, and originally, this is the comic that caught my attention. New Mutants number 87, the first appearance of Cable. Unfortunately, this is a second printing, because you can tell because of the gold background. The first printing has an orangey reddish background, so this comic isn't worth a lot, but you know, it's nice to have regardless. Another thing is that it doesn't have the barcode, it's blacked out. So this is worth a little bit, but not very much. But it's still something. But two other things caught my eye. The New Mutants number 100, the first appearance of X-Force. Now, when I saw this, I wasn't sure if it was the first printing, second printing, or third. I had to look it up once I got home. And when I went through the collection further, I found out this was the second printing, unfortunately. Which means it is not worth as much. The second printing is white with the silver wording. There's also the version with the gold wording. And there's another one. There were two of them. They're worth a little bit of money, not much. But then when I looked through, I found the first edition. Now this is actually worth a bit more money. But not only that, there were two copies of it in good condition. The newsstand edition, which you can tell by the barcode, and the direct edition. But again, that wasn't even the top thing about this. The main thing that made this worthwhile, and that made me pause, and that made that $90 totally worth it, was this. The New Mutants number 98. The first appearance of Deadpool. Now, if this was in perfect condition, like mint, a 10.0, this would easily fetch $500 or more dollars. Even if this is pretty beat up, I could still get a couple $100 for this. And from the looks of it, it's not in bad shape. That he probably read it once and then just put it away and never touched it again. So this is easily worth a few $100s. And by my math, as I told you, I paid 30 cents a comic. So essentially, this comic cost me 30 cents. And I can easily make over a $300 profit on this. So you do the math if you want to get percentage wise. That's probably 1,000% profit. But I'm probably going to keep this. I'm going to get a sign by Rob Liefeld, which will cost some money and get a CG seed, but again, I only paid 30 cents, so whatever I put into it there, it's going to increase the value, and it's pretty well. So again, looking on OfferUp and looking through those comics, it really paid off. And for once, I've always heard stories about people going to yard sales and different areas and finding comics for like $1 and finding something really valuable. This is my story. The first appearance of Deadpool, and I spent 30 cents for this comic. And I checked, this is not a reprint. So, this was a very good weekend for me. It still blows my mind how little I paid per comic for all this. And they're all bag and boarded too. Well, Spider-Man, a lot of X-Force, a lot of New Mutants, some lesser known comics. Funny thing is, if I was to look through, I bet some of those New Mutants and X-Forces are probably worth something. I just haven't taken the time to catalog it. Only 1 or 2 comics stood out to me, so I was lucky in that respect that I knew what they were. When I saw them, I made sure to keep a straight face and I didn't get excited. I just looked through casually and just like, yeah, they're in good shape. Can you do 90 bucks? I just want to make sure the comics were in good shape. So, not bad. So, good job me. Yeah! So again, if you like this video, you got to do 3 things. You got to make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to spread the word. Let people know about this. If you like comics, if you know people that like comics, if you know people that just like talking about comics, want to know insider terms, if they want to know what a variant issue is, if they want to know about conventions, sketches, variants, even someone that may play video games a little bit, this is the channel for them. So make sure to click down below, somewhere over there, or over there, wherever it is, the notification, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And again, thank you for being a viewer, and thank you all again. So, watch again. Watch this video again. Get those views up. Let me know what you think of it. Thank you.